Well, here I am at the Birmingham ICC. You can see the balloons, and we're going to head in because this is the Slimming World event where I'm talking to lots of people about how they can get their stories heard on their local radio stations, even potentially on the television and certainly online. Been amazed by the amount of people who've come over and said, I've never thought about approaching my local radio station. Well, I'm trying to change all that.
Brilliant. Okay, so your name is?
Natalie Meadows.
And your own story has blown me away. Explain.
So I have got a condition called complex regional pain syndrome. I was in so much pain that I needed that pain to be removed, and the only way to have that pain removed in my eyes was an amputation. And there was a doctor there and he said, I'm convinced you've got complex regional pain syndrome. Please do not have the amputation because you're likely to still continue with it afterwards. And he said it would be beneficial if you were a bit less overweight. And on the way home from the hospital, I saw a sign for Slimming World outside a church.
No, this really was a sign, not just a sign. My God.
Outside a church that's at the top of my road, and I'd never seen it before. My children were my carers, my husband was my carer. Now they get to see the real me.
I was told by a GP at the time that I wouldn't live very long and not to expect. He said, word for word, he said, old age is not an option for you. And I remember the gravity of the respiratory nurse as she sat at the end of the hospital bed when she told me that she'd got grave news and something had to change.
You think you crashed your car because of the sleep apnea?
I do now. I didn't at the time, but I do now. That was the moment, that was the defining moment that prompted me into action. And I'm so glad. I always say it's the car crash that nearly killed me that saved me, and it really did.